I mean, we don't have that long. What do
We're
we
not going
have?
to play it anyway. But...
We have top 5.
can we go to the list? Or? If you can stop Googling.
Yeah,
Then we've got favourite uni moments as well. That's the
Yeah,
last
we'll do
two.
that after.
Okay. So,
What have we got now?
Top 5 mundane Snapchats James has sent me about Dom.
Yes. Yeah, I'm interested.
So just explain what that is.
Basically, if you listen to Tales of the House a lot, you've heard about Snapchats that James has sent me about Dom doing.
Who's James?
James, our housemate, regularly described as a historian,
Yep.
A train lover,
Regularly described. That's what the BBC says.
historian, train enthusiast,
Yeah.
York City fan,
Did you not describe him as
no, ladies
robotic?
man.
Robotic.
Oh yes, robotic as
Ladies
well.
man. Yeah, ladies man.
Yeah. York City fan.
Yeah, season ticket holder. He'll be going to the playoff final.
Yeah,
God bless
he
him.
loves the city.
Where's the player?
It's at their place. It's at their
What?
place somehow. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, is it at their ground?
Yeah, it's at their
or
ground.
It's whoever finishes higher out of the teams that are in the final, I think.
Oh right.
So.
All right.
Don't quite agree with that personally, but here we are. So I've picked the top 5. Cam, this is what you asked for.
I could not wait for. As you know, I'm a big fan of when just. I think it's because it's not that it annoys you. You just question it intensely,
I just
don't
find
you?
it weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like, why?
You're just confused of like, why is James engaged in this activity relating to me?
Because I think I'm having a
Secretly.
normal chat with James, and then it transpires that like he's just been sending Ethan like Dom's putting
Oh,
something.
so
at
he
the
sends this you specifically. It's not like it's in the chat.
No.
that
No,
you
no,
can
it's-
see. You've no idea this has happened
it's
until
entirely to Ethan. Yeah, yeah.
So this is. Go on. What is it?
Top 5 mundane Snapchats James has sent me about Dom.
It's a catchy title.
That's
isn't it?
Cam's
Yeah,
catch.
yeah.
I think you sent me that about a month ago and I saved it.
Yeah, did you?
And we've been waiting that long.
Even before I knew we were doing the final show, I think I asked him,
No.
"Will you just pile up a list for me?"
Yeah.
So this is. So if you rated them 5 to 1 of what you think is the most mundane.
Yeah, it was really hard. I scratched my brain this morning.
This morning, he's
Is
given it
that
a lot
many?
of. Sent you a month ago, but I did it this morning.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because soon, yeah. We were here.
Well, you knew he sent you it, but yeah.
Yeah, who knew? There's no guarantee the show's going to happen. That's what I keep saying.
What,
'cause
even today?
'cause we thought
even
that-
when
we
I got
thought-
home yesterday. You
Yeah,
were
who
like, right,
knows?
not
You never know, do you?
you never
Dom,
know.
to
We
be
were supposed to
fair.
do this show last week and
Well, there we
didn't
go.
happen.
Yeah.
Too busy. Getting
Right, so my number 5 is pictures of the bathroom floor.
Yeah. Give you that, yeah.
We've spoken about it before about Dom flooding the bathroom. We spoke about it today already.
Yeah. Not just.
James has gone in with his socks on before and gone, oh, my feet are all wet. And he had to take his socks off to his bedroom, which is a metre away. So that's a real inconvenience. And more and more, he sent pictures sometimes now, but I do, like I've said, I'm using the same wording as I have before. Throughout the week, says you flooded the bathroom more and more.
How often do you flood
I
in the
get
bathroom?
I get less and less words. Sort of. It used to be like a whole description, like, "Oh, Dom's flooded the bathroom, puddles the size of lakes and whatnot." Now I think the most recent one is Waterworld. Oh, I think the most recent time, I think he's just put like a little emoji of like a water drop, and I'm like, "Got you, James. Understood."
Why are you flooding the bathroom
doesn't
so
happen,
much?
but yeah.
It clearly must if he's
Well, it
sending
doesn't
you
though.
photos.
It has. It
It
has.
doesn't know.
It clearly
It
must
has.
do.
The little mat you step on when you get out of the bath being damp.
No, but
it's
they've
not
said
someone
there's
flooding
No,
the
there's
bathroom.
puddles
floor.
outside
No,
that
it's not.
though.
Outside of the bathroom altogether.
No, it's bollocks. But yeah, carry on.
So clearly true.
So number 4,
You googling
the
that.
quotation: "It's how memory works." Conversation
Oh,
Dom
yeah.
was having with his mates about spoilers from TV shows. Quite often, James, I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
James for this.
yeah.
James is because
Glad
James's
you brought
room,
this one up.
James's record.
Hell, sat up in your chair.
He's
to
ready
this
for
one, didn't
this.
you? Christ.
Crunching his knuckles, ready to clobber. So right,
Yeah.
So I appreciate James a lot. He is a
You
he is,
appreciate James. a lot.
well, yeah,
appreciate James a
because his room's next to Dom's. I'm in the basement room.
Yeah.
And whilst they're on the top floor, and Dom's raged at FIFA, Fortnite, at WWE, at whatnot, anything to do with his mates. Among Us was a big one last year.
So,
We're
see, I
raging
didn't
out
even
was
know that. Yeah, it still gets flung
and
up.
and
Is that the one where you have to guess who's the
Yeah,
imposter?
bad person? Yeah.
And like quite often I receive recordings like this of Dom raging, which would be funny. Or
I think I remember that one.
Yeah.
Was that a penalty or something you should have got?
Yeah.
That was a big. What? That was a big arms out on it to your TV. You know
Apparently,
what you
you've
did.
made accusations of someone being in your cupboard at hacking your game or something
No, I
before.
haven't said that.
Oh, what's that?
Apparently, James was telling me a story about once what Dom like claiming that someone to FIFA was in his cupboard.
No, I made a joke saying like, this is so
What?
bad, it must be some sort of prank. Like, I'm expecting this to be on like Prank Patrol. It is that fucking stupid, the game I'm playing here.
And what-
It wasn't, I actually think someone from EA is in my cupboard.
And what was you told that he said someone?
that someone was in his cupboard
Wow.
affecting his
Yeah,
game.
so let's get that straight. But yeah, carry on.
So basically, I've appreciated James sending them rages because they're brilliant. They are brilliant.
They're not bad.
That's funny. If he
What?
records you
I
doing
can
that,
imagine your arms out with that.
fair game. But this is
No,
record.
no, hang on. It's sort of fair game recording that.
It is. That's fair.
Yeah,
game.
I get that. But he must have been recording so much to get that footage because that is very rare.
Do you think he's because that's coming? At
he
the
must be
beginning.
recording the whole
Do
time.
you think he's recording a good minute before?
Yeah, at
thinking
least.
like something could be
doing
coming
nothing,
here, so let's
doing
get it.
nothing in his room. Just
Well, we know he does something. Yeah, he likes his chewing simulator
Yeah,
and
and
his
he likes
YouTube
his
women
female
videos.
Voice, yeah, yeah.
Like them, yeah.
Female voice simulator on YouTube.
I'm getting
Yeah.
there. So it went from that to like just him having conversations. I think I might have it here.
Go on.
It starts off with a bit of a rage. But then
Very quiet.
Well, no one can hear this.
I think this is a
can't hear
different
it.
clip. This is showing how many
I
clips
can't
he
hear
sent.
it. Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
There we go. Sorry, this is the right one.
Jesus, he's got the wrong one.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Just as quiet.
This is dead air for anyone listening.
No, they should be able to hear this.
Yeah, they will through the mic. What's it kicking off at there?
Right, basically, I can't. It's not coming through,
What's
unfortunately.
he describing? Describe
They're
what
having
we're
a,
doing.
from because I've seen that clip.
Go on.
They're talking about. I think you're talking about Walking Dead or
They
something.
being-
Right,
Dom's
let's-
friends.
Let me put this straight.
No, but
I'm
at least
not-
let him say what he. No,
He
just let him
even
say
doesn't
what he's
know any more
heard.
than that.
No,
He
but
doesn't
let him
know
say
any
what
more.
he's heard, and then
Alright,
you can
carry
say
on.
what
Go on then,
happened.
So
say it.
what that clip is Dom's having a conversation about like spoilers and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're spoiling the show that Dom hasn't watched it, but he's gonna watch.
Okay.
And they're like,
Oh.
oh, you won't remember Dom. You won't remember Dom. He went, I haven't seen Shawshank Redemption before, but I know what happens. That's quite a good impression, I think. If you hear that clip, that's how he goes. That's how memory works. I remember something.
Memory works.
Right, what happened was.
That's how memory works.
Right, I've never seen The Walking Dead. I'm probably not going to watch it anyway.
Good
but
show.
they were deliberately
Well,
talking
don't
about
talk about
it. They were deliberately talking about it to me. Like, they were deliberately saying,
Your
like.
friend, you mean?
Yeah, they were deliberately saying,
Friends.
like, oh, when he dies, that's like. And then when I kicked off saying, can you not ruin it? They
I
were
agree
saying,
with you. That's
Yeah,
bang out.
they were- yeah.
In fact, I'd be more annoyed than you. I'd be
thank you.
fuming
And then
right
when
now.
I kicked off about it, they were saying, yeah, but you can just forget. You won't remember this
would you
conversation
forget
anyway.
it?
What?
I tell you what, I'm on Dom's side.
Yeah,
Why would you
thank
forget
you.
it? I hate spoilers for TV.
And
I
you-
kick off intensely
Yeah,
over that.
thank you. And you're even less likely to forget when they say like, well, you won't
What was the
forget this.
specific line you said there? That's how memory works.
It's how
That's a
memory
great line, Dom.
Yeah, but
That's
what
how
annoys
memory
me-
works.
It's because my mate Greeny, let's bring him up. I can tell. He
Oh, we
plays,
need to bring up Greeny, don't we?
I've got it there.
he plays
Oh,
right. He plays
yeah.
Wordle. You know Wordle.
Yep.
I know what it is. I
Yeah,
know
he
what
plays
it
that
is.
little game.
Got it.
I'm glad you said we need to.
His
yeah,
memory is that
I've got it written
bad.
down.
His memory is that bad.
forgot about that.
I can tell him what the word
We
is.
know why. Well, we can tell you what you.
I can tell him what the word is. Then 2 hours later, he will have forgotten, and he'll just play the game like, oh, this is a tricky one.
Is he a bus driver?
No, he's not a bus driver. What?
Come on, Dom, a bit of thinking here and you'll get the joke.
Well, yeah, I do get it, but it's ridiculous. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, it's like you've explained that story about what you're doing, but James has recorded it.
Yeah.
Why? I do not know.
No,
Yeah, that's
I
a
don't
fair
know
point.
why.
This, I was going to say this segment's about you. It's about James. This segment.
Thank you.
Why is he recording?
He's recording me having a chat about like
when I
walking-
looked at that video, he's not in his room. He's outside his door.
Oh yeah.
He's come outside into the
I
hallway
know.
to record
It's
your
because he's
door
doing
for it.
nothing. The thing is, I know you might be listening to this, James, but whatever.
No, but
in
you love James, of course you do.
Yeah,
Great
James,
lad.
my mate. But in my 2 years in that house, I've never heard him once talking to it. Well, I've
Talking
never heard
to
him.
what?
I've never heard him talking to his mates. So all he must do is just think like, oh, let's record Dom. My mates aren't online for the 700th day in a row, so I'll record Dom.
To be fair, there's that time he played like Halo with like random Americans.
That's the
like,
one time.
some
One
competitive
time he went on
server.
Xbox, he was like, Halo 3 servers are going down, lads. I'm gonna have to go upstairs.
He was buzzing.
Yeah.
Captain Aldridge online, and sort of. I think we were trying. I think there's like saying some post come for James or something. James is saying if you went AFK boys, I'll be back. And he came. He got the post. He comes back, puts his mic back on. Captain Aldridge back online. Lock and load, boys.
Go on then. So that was number 3.
No, number 2.
Or was it?
Fucking
Are we on the
three
number
more.
1
Actually, no, technically on number 4. So we've
got
had
three
we've had
more,
5th,
yeah.
then 4th, number 3.
Fucking hell, we've only done 2.
We're on the podium now.
You're such a scummy,
That's getting edited
horrible,
out of the
fucking
show.
Grim cunt.
Oh, I don't have to edit it. So.
Picture of Dom's
don't do
cardboard
anything.
box, which had delivery coming. And James took a picture of this cardboard box that had Dom's delivery coming. So there's a picture of a cardboard box that the Dom had something delivery coming. And James sent a picture to me saying, "Wonder what Dom had in there."
Do you know of this, Dom?
I think even
Has something been mentioned to you before?
I think it was just because it was a slightly larger cardboard box.
What was in the box?
It was a dartboard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
But
still,
clearly
just
James
obsessed,
intrigued about what.
So you can't
package
ask
had
me.
been.
He wonders.
Why would you not ask Dom like, oh, what have you bought, pal?
Yeah, he wonders. We're in the same house at this point. He wonders and sends it to Ethan, but he can't just.
What
no.
did you reply to that? What are you expected to reply to that?
Big box there. I don't know. I really don't know.
Big box there.
I wonder what Dom's bought this time. Just a box.
Yeah.
This next one I know has rattled Dom in the past.
Oh, go on.
Number 2 in a podium silver medal.
This is number 2. This is runner up to the best
I know
one.
what it'll be.
Dom's crouching, putting food in the oven.
Yeah.
It's like, a lot of times when James
I've seen this one.
sends
as
me
well.
pictures,
I've never seen it.
I've seen
a
this
lot
one.
of time.
Have you got it?
I
you've
think
got
it'll be
it
there
anymore,
somewhere. I don't know.
I remember.
Can you find it for me
I remember
now,
me seeing
and I
it.
can react to it live
I
on
remember
air?
it was a weird moment because Ethan told me what I was about to see. I understood the situation that had occurred. You know, this bloke taking a photo of you that you live with while you place food into the oven.
Yeah.
It's the most. That to me is the most mundane situation I could ever hear.
Yeah.
And for some reason, when I looked at it, maybe 5 minutes I laughed. I may have not talked to you for 5
I
minutes.
haven't seen it.
I
Have you
couldn't
found
stop
it?
laughing.
I can't find
There
it.
was 2 parts to it. One, I just found it funny of you squatting down putting food in. But 2, that it'd be slightly funny if James did this knowing that I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but
but
he
he's just
doesn't.
doing it for himself.
He just took that photo for you, didn't he?
There wasn't even any text.
No,
Like,
it was just
There was no text.
The cardboard box had like, wonder what Dom had in there. This one, you're just putting food in the oven, just crouching down, putting food in the oven.
You're just getting ready to slop it. I'd assume maybe a meat and tatty pie or something. It was. I'd assume it was some good scran, but it was just the fact he'd done it, and he'd done it for. I don't know who he'd done it for. Not for you. Maybe for him.
I
Oh,
don't know. I don't know what I'm to say to that.
I think I love the man. I think I'm in love with him.
Yeah,
It's fantastic. What's your opinion on that, though, Dom? If someone taken a photo, clearly you're not aware of that, are you? You only found out once Ethan told you.
yeah. It's just.
Thoughts?
Well, after that point, I never sort of. I always had my guard up a bit. in
He
the
hasn't put
house.
food in the oven since. He's been putting everything on the pan.
No, I always sort of like. Yeah,
scared?
just didn't sort of. I always
I've
thought.
been on guard.
I
ever
always
since.
thought he could be taking a picture now of me sat on the couch. Well, he's done that before, so I said that ironically.
Yeah, I
but
was about to
that
say
has
that's
happened.
ones that just
Is that
missed
number
out.
one?
Just miss a
Nah.
cut. Just miss a cut. You sat on the couch.
You just ones that just missed the cut. You sat on the
You know, when you
couch.
hear of people going to university, it's, you know, house parties, you know, pulling,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
drinking.
I agree,
Did you
yeah.
ever think it'd be, oh, I need to be on guard while someone takes a photo
know.
of me putting food in the
Well,
oven?
another one. I don't. Well, this could be number one for
Is this
all
about
I
the
know.
pan?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
don't ruin it.
No, that didn't get on.
Well,
that didn't
number-
make the cut
number
either.
one-
Well, don't ruin it if it is number one.
Well, one that let's have an honourable mention is the time where he started playing Train Simulator.
Oh, yeah, that's not
bashed a
enough.
load of train
Bash
noise
the
out,
horns, didn't it?
and I came out and said, "What are you doing?" And
It's just when he recorded you coming
and he
out of his
recorded
room.
me coming out of my
Was
room.
that when he was purposely pressing the horn?
He was pressing the horn on
He was
Train
pressing the horn
Simulator.
to the point where you'd be like, "That's annoying."
Yeah,
then
yeah,
filmed
so
you
I
when you
came
came
out,
out. And
and
then
yeah.
did he not scare you?
Yeah, he was,
Was
sat
he
there.
sat near the
Because he was
hallway?
sat. He was sat just on his chair in his room.
What a weird conversation.
Look at-
The
it was
conversation we're
pitch
having about
black.
this is weird.
It was pitch
Imagine
yeah,
the
I
actual
know.
situation.
It was pitch black. He just had his phone out on Train Simulator, bashing the horn, recording me. And I came out and went, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And he found, and that's the whole story. Well, yeah.
That is the
If you wanted
story.
any more from that, I'm sorry, but that's the story.
This is just for me.
The other honourable mention I thought missed
Another
out
honourable mention.
was when he sent
I genuinely thought he struggled to get 5.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
he
we've
Honourable
got fucking
mentions.
8.
he sent
We've got
me.
more here than we have good moments from uni.
He's put. I know Cam really wanted this. This is why I put a bit more effort in. I think is when you using my pan and when James went, Dom's been loving your pan.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a.
I've said that before.
That is a bit of a problem with yours, Dom. Apparently, you are big on other people's cutlery.
Not cutlery.
Well,
It's
Well,
pan.
no, cutlery's not the main
can
issue.
I tell tales out of school?
Yeah, go on.
I'd heard that. Not you. I think it was James was questioning where his bowl was or somewhere, and asked Dom, "Oh, do you know where my bowl is?" And Dom said no. And then one day he'd left his door open, and that bowl was
Oh,
in
yeah.
your room.
He's admitted this.
Yeah,
to be honest,
yeah.
James.
That's a bit naughty, Dom. That's naughty.
James's mug had gone missing. This blue mug. You were adamant with me. You went, I haven't got your mug. I've got my own mugs.
yeah,
you
yeah,
said
yeah.
to me yesterday, "Oh, one of James's mugs is up in my room."
Yeah, I use. I think. Yeah, I'll admit.
That's
I
out of
use
order.
You admit it now that James ain't there.
No, he'll listen to this.
Why would you not say?
One of
to
my
his
glasses
face?
reappeared the other week. I
Ooh,
appreciated.
hello.
I
Yeah.
haven't been here in ages.
I know because I have two glasses.
Did you have one of his glasses?
He's got my
I
other
don't
one as
know.
well. He's got my other
Oh
one as
my!
well.
He's had both of them. Dom.
I use everyone's stuff.
I didn't have any.
out of
Oh,
order.
no, if
my-
we're gonna tell tales out of
But then
school,
just to say I haven't got it is out of order.
My issue with that was
Ethan's been scranning James's
some
stuff.
of you.
Yeah, but at least I admit it. Let's
you
see
haven't
if
admitted it until now. He just
Let's
said
see if
yeah.
I had two. Right, I had two glasses in my cupboard.
Yeah.
No,
And
let's hear about the food.
Dom
Let him finish.
Dom took both of them.
Both?
I had no
That's
glasses.
bollocks.
You
Did
did
you
because
take 'em?
one only reappeared
Let's
the
hear
other
about
week.
what of James's food have you
I-
had?
No, but did you
I-
take his glasses?
Not intentionally.
So you took them.
Not all of them. I've got glasses of my own. Glasses is not my issue.
And
But you
bowls.
said it-
Those bowls.
Bowls, yeah, the brown bowl, yeah.
The white ones.
No,
yeah, but
no,
you
not
said
the
you
white
said
one,
no
not
to
the
him
white
every
one.
time.
No.
You've said no. You said no to me in jet. There's no problem.
Yeah, because I can't be asked cleaning them, so I just go, I don't have it.
Just
Yeah,
bring
I'll
'em
give you that.
back.
I'll give you that.
That is such an horrible move.
Well, yeah. So
Anyway,
what of James's?
I've
have you
had
had?
his garlic bread and I've had his scampi.
Oh, a bit of scampi, have you?
Yeah.
He
What'd you have-
he
what'd you have
doesn't
it
he
with?
doesn't live here anymore.
What do you have scampi with?
Yeah, he might have taken that
Could have
back.
been fries,
That's
isn't
fucking
The
horrible.
scampi bag was already open.
What did you have?
What did you have, Dom?
I had some
You had more
mushroom
than I
risotto?
did.
chicken tempura thing and some
Ooh.
mushroom like pie type thing. They were good.
He was not going to take the frozen food because you can't unfreeze. You're not supposed
Yes,
to
he
unfreeze.
was.
Open it.
You
So
can't-
you've
he loves
taken.
a bargain.
So you've eaten stuff that he could have used, and you had stuff that needed to
Scampi-
be.
No,
But
the
mine-
scampi was in the freezer, so let's not. Take
Yeah, but it was
the
open.
piss.
The packet was open. There's
Oh
like
yeah, and and the garlic bread was open, wasn't
no, I had that.
it? Well, yeah.
But
It was once he had it.
He said before to us. To be fair, he said any of that just eat. I think
We're just
He's
talking
never
about
said.
James now. Can we get to
Yes.
number one? We're
Right.
just talking about
Sorry.
the food.
that
you
was number one, wasn't it?
For
No, no,
5
no.
minutes, we just talked about the food. you
Number
had for
one,
James.
I've never told either of you about, but
yeah.
I think this is going to this is
Oh
going to
my
really.
god, I'm on the edge of my
I
seat.
gonna
think
rock
I think
my
this is
world a
really
bit.
going to rattle. I think this is really going to rattle Dom.
Right.
So this is the number one most mundane thing
Yeah,
James has sent to you specifically about Dom that we don't know.
yeah. Video of Dom going up the stairs, and it's just captioned. He's making good use of those stairs.
Do you remember this moment, Dom?
Well, do I remember the moment I went up the stairs? Well,
That is it. There's nothing. You didn't fall down the stairs. You didn't run up the stairs. Didn't do a weird moonwalk up the stairs. You just walked up the
You were
stairs
just
normally.
walking up the Did he have food in his hand
No,
or a
no.
drink? He was just going back up to his room.
He's making good use of those stairs.
Comments, Tom?
just contemplating life. Do you know what I mean?
When did he send you that?
This was a few months back. I've kept this quiet for a while.
What were your initial thoughts on just that happening, just in general?
It's just.
Would you say it's mad or weird or
It's not mad, and it's to be
strange?
expected. No.
Do you think that's expected?
Sadly, that's the level we're at.
Because that's. I thought the oven was quite mundane. That's different. That's you walking upstairs.
No, but I think
it seems to be the same. Putting to them stairs
No,
to
but
produce.
no,
Like no one uses them.
But James sent James sent Ethan a video saying he's making good use of your pan there. So at least the up the stairs thing is like just a parody of that. Like, oh, he's making good use of them stairs type joke. I think. I presume that's what it. Well, no, it could. He might not have even thought of that.
No, it's
Maybe the
not.
pan
Let's
was a
be
parody of
honest.
it.
It's not. It's no parody here.
I think he would have, even if he sent the pan before, I think he'd have forgotten that he
Well,
used
yeah,
them
well,
words.
maybe, yeah. If that's the case, then yeah, fair enough. It's strange. It is strange.
Concerned at any point?
What, just for my general well-being?
Just that someone's recording, you go up the stairs, saying, making them stairs.
No, I'm moving now. I dread to think what he has recorded.
That's only what he sent Ethan.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine what he's got
It's personal
stored.
old bank.
Yeah. Who knows? That'll come out and destroy my career.
No, one thing I wanted to mention, you wanted to mention as well. Before we go into a song, whilst we're putting
Have
Dom
we
on,
got one more
Dom
song
on.
before we have the final song?
Well, I can get one.
Yeah,
So
get one more
we've still
song,
we've still got uni stuff to
We'll
talk about.
do, what is it? This, do you want to get the song lined up before we start? Because we need your attention, is all. Put whatever you want on.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. Yeah?
Yeah.
You listening?
Yeah.
Because I will start with this. This is what you wanted to bring up.
Both of us have wanted to bring
well,
up.
I wanted to engage in it, but this was... Dom, this was his original idea that I latched onto.
Right.
So we'll go into it. His original idea, Ethan's, I engaged in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
I've actually wrote down. I think I put down the quote of it to.
Well, shall I
what you put-
start on where... Do you remember how we started on this?
What I've got wrote down.
Well, let me... So
yeah.
how we started on this, you know, when it was just me and Ethan's show,
Yeah.
either off air or before, we were talking, because you'd been... Mini golf?
Oh yeah, I went
You'd
to play
been-
foot golf, and I went for a
golf?
meal with mates. Yeah.
A meal.
Yeah.
And it was
Three
someone's
courses.
birthday on that, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a different time. Yeah. I know what you mean now.
But that's how we got started on it.
Yeah,
either
yeah,
way.
it's meant to
And
be.
then I'd been on a stag do, obviously to Palmer,
Yeah.
and so we were talking about that. And then when we'd been on the stag do, we all decided that we'd pay for the stags, basically, his flights, hotel, and outfits. He just had to provide his money for going out and drinking. Even though we pretty much got his rounds, but just so he had something.
Yeah.
And you were saying for this meal you'd been on,
Yeah, we paid.
you paid his
yeah.
foot golf and for the meal,
Yeah.
is what you'd done.
Yeah, the birthday lad played.
And that's
paid
all we
nothing.
talked. And then you told me of something that had occurred
Oh god.
With
that
Mr.
may
Lund.
have occurred. The co-host of this wonderful radio show, Lamboon for 2-1 for the last time ever on radio. Do you want to explain the story that you told me?
We had this same sort of discussion.
So the basis, at least, is that me and Ethan had helped pay for a friend's...
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
I
it?
know
I think
what,
you know where this is going.
Well, yeah, I do. Yeah, but it's
Can
not
we at
true.
least let Ethan tell what he told me had occurred?
So we were talking about this. So like a nice little conversation. What nice people we were. And then it gets on to.
Wonderful
I suddenly remember a story how Dom.
Oh, it gets on to me.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You went for a meal with your mates and for Greenie's birthday,
Greeny, yeah.
and because you lot didn't want to pay, you changed the rules to make that the birthday lad has to pay, so that Greenie
Not just for him, for everyone.
that Greenie would have to pay for everyone.
Is that true?
Yeah, but we paid him back.
It's
That was just
is
that was a
true?
ruse. That was a ruse.
Was his original story true?
You hadn't told me
we
you
said
paid him
that
back.
at the time, but then we did pay him.
Who paid for the meal there and then?
Yeah, greedy. Yeah.
Okay. So what was the point you wanted to raise from that?
I don't know what point. I was just trying to
That's
embarrass
it.
him.
That is
Um,
it.
Well, I think we were questioning.
Well, you owe him money for other stuff as well, don't you? There'd be a whole segment on Greenie, to be honest, probably, you couldn't there?
I think we were questioning whether you'd paid him back.
For the others, all the
I
holidays.
have paid him
and-
back. Yeah, everyone knows. My mate let $1,000 off him the other week, but he paid him back.
Another one?
Grand?
He
Another grand off him?
Let's get this straight. There's 4 people in our group chat.
Okay, go on, name them.
No.
Well, give them nicknames.
Come on, it's nonsense.
Macca, Dorian, Greenie.
So
and
which
me.
ones are nonce?
None of them are nonsense.
Which one
Which
changes
one do we know
ages
that we
and
know
stuff?
is the
Come on.
nonce?
Yeah, I asked him about that, and it's not true.
Well, it was true.
But
But that's
that,
what you
saying it's not
told us.
true
You
because
told us.
it's
yeah, because he
What
told
do I
me
call
that,
Greenie
but then he
as well?
denied
What's he
it. But anyway,
Richard-
let's
is it
get on with
Richard?
it.
Who's off Pointless?
Oh,
yeah,
Richard Osman.
Yeah, he looks
Osman,
like he looks like Greenie.
That's
Yeah.
Greenie. Yeah.
Greenie's Osmond.
Where were we going with this? I can't even remember. Oh yeah,
so you owe him money, but you won't pay
No,
him
no,
back.
I've
was
paid
our
it.
problem.
Me and him are even now. But my point is, the other two in our group chat,
Hmm.
they both lent $1,000 off Greenie. They paid
Why what does Greenie
Why
do?
is
Why
Greenie
has he got
keep-
so much money?
because he doesn't go out. He doesn't drink unless he's with us. He doesn't go out. He doesn't do anything.
But like, he must
he
have
lives
some
at
money.
home. No, he does
that's
nothing.
Why, that's why. Then.
He
'Cause
likes
lives
doing
at
nothing.
home.
No, he likes doing nothing, and that good on him. He likes playing on a PS4, and that's it.
Like
So he's got
spending
like
money.
he's got like
Is what you're
40
saying.
grand saved up.
40.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
40.
He's got like 40 grand. So them two have been onto him saying like, "Can I lend $1,000 off you?" He's been like, "Yeah, go on," and they pay him back 1,100 quid. That's
When?
a good little deal. What?
When?
How long?
Like in the last few months, that's
Because
happened.
you
No,
took
but-
about 18 months to pay him.
No, it's not true.
You took it ages to. Yeah. This is the first we've heard that you've paid him back for the
I
holidays.
paid him back months back.
You,
Yeah, but that was
You've
after a
never
long
said
You
period of
overestimate
time.
how much I see this bloke. I speak to him on the phone on PS4. I
doesn't
see him.
mean- just
I
'cause
see
you
him
pay
about
him.
once a month.
Just 'cause
Doesn't
you
mean
don't
you
see
pay
him.
him.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Yeah,
It was at least over a year since you'd paid him. Like
yeah,
you had
yeah,
a year.
yeah. He's sort of like the. How do I put it?
Is the thing that there is no
He's just a bit of a
consequence of not paying him?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
basically?
yeah, yeah.
You
He's
see him as
he's a
Mr. Monopoly,
doormat.
aren't you?
So
He's
like,
just
He's a pushover.
he's pusho. Yeah, yeah. So in our
But,
group,
but you shouldn't use him for that. That's out of
yeah,
order.
but he's
for a
always
friend.
been like that.
Why
Like,
did you
That
make
doesn't
him
mean it's
pay
right.
for?
Like in
Why did you
school-
make him pay not for just his birthday meal, but all of your meals?
but we paid him back for that.
When?
But like a few weeks after.
Fucking hell!
And that was a meal.
joke and say an hour after.
And the thing
a
is-
few weeks after.
He didn't even want to go on that meal. It was his birthday meal. We went for an Indian.
Did you all know you were going to make him pay? Did you all class
yeah,
it up
yeah,
a bit?
yeah.
Were you all like, oh, tell you what, fancy another?
Well, we paid him
No,
back eventually, but the point he didn't want to go for it. He doesn't even like Indian, but we were.
Oh,
so
man.
he clashed out. I'd assume over a ton.
Yeah, yeah.
Well over a ton for a meal.
My mate
He
got
didn't
2
even want to
meals.
This fellow deserves better.